to this canteen auntie's stall, and I patronize the stall every day. And I would speak to the auntie, as you do. Hello, hi auntie, how are you? And then one day she asked me, at like the last year of my secondary school, like last day of my secondary school year, I think, something like that. She was like, "Are you Eurasian?" And I was like, no, I'm actually Malay. She said, "Oh, Malays don't speak such good English." And I was like, I taken aback.
My classmates were passing around this piece of paper and had a black masking tape on it. And they were passing around, and then after that it came to me, and then all of them were laughing, and then I realized that the joke was that black piece of masking tape was a picture of me.
There was this one time when there's like a blackout in school, and then like someone made a comment about like, "Oh, we can't see you" to like the Indian students, and I just thought that it's very insensitive. Like they don't really consider how the person feels.
Casual racism is a complex term. Not everybody agrees about the use of that word, but sometimes it depicts kind of subtle everyday racism, where maybe racist talk, name calling, perhaps even mockery of different cultural appearance.
I think they're just trying to soften the blow by saying, "Oh, it's casual racism," but how I've never heard any brown person say, "Oh, I've been a victim of casual racism. I've been a victim of racism my entire life."
Casual racism stems from essentially ignorance. When you grow up and people may not have a very clear idea about why a particular race does something different. It really is this lack of understanding.
I've never learned anything about race or racism. I mean, you learn about the different races and like racial harmony, where that's the only one day where like everyone is supposedly harmonious and like everyone wants to wear like your Indian outfit and everyone is coming to you because like it looks cool, but like every other day like you're ostracized because of the fact that you're an ethnic minority.
In my SEP school, there was Racial Harmony Day, but we never dressed up, and it was almost as if whenever they invited other races to talk about their culture, it was almost as if the minority was put forward as like a form of entertainment.
I actually do believe this works, but only to a very small extent. So when I think about Racial Harmony Day, I think about little kids dressing up in each other's cultural, if I can say costumes, I think, cultural clothing. I think it's a great way to appreciate each other's culture. You know, it's a great way to create conversations between people who are celebrating Racial Harmony Day. But that being said, I think its purpose or its function is limited. So I believe we can go much further in terms of educating children or just Singaporeans in general about racial harmony.
Rather than telling kids that they should simply not be racist, we should be teaching kids how to be anti-racist.
I think there needs to be education for the teachers who are engaging their students in this work. There needs to be education with regards to anti-racism, with regards to diversity, equity, and inclusion.
When you hear a casually racist remark, I'm sure like any minority or any person of any race who's at the receiving end of it will feel something, but because it is in such a casual setting, you feel like you do not have the right to respond to it the way you naturally want to respond to it. And that is when you start to silence your experience, your right to have a voice regarding the way someone else is treating you because of your skin color.
We don't really have good awareness of what to do as bystanders in such situations. Like when we see something overtly racist that's happening, oftentimes you would just like clam up and keep quiet and maybe record it so that there's evidence. And I think those are all like fine, but it's also important to know how to step in and be an ally.
I think we're that generation that says, I cannot let that slide because it's rude and disrespectful to my culture. We're just that generation that won't let shit slide.